everyone, I'm Edyta Sitar from Laundry Basket Quilts. Welcome to Quilting Window. We are working on our mystery quilt and it's time for block number 14. We are going to make 4 of those blocks. And you're gonna think you've done this block once before, and you are right. Very similar. The units of the blocks are very similar to the block 11, but the layout of the block is a little bit different. That's why I keep them apart, because it's easy to make a mistake with that one. So again, as we're working on this block, we're gonna focus on 1 unit at a time. Take our time. You only have to make 4 blocks. I want to stop for a moment and talk to everyone. We are almost to the end of our mystery quilt. If you just starting, don't feel left out. You can start anytime. Make sure you go to our website, go to our blog. Right on the top right corner on the blog, it gives you all of the posts that we did. You can go ahead, download the posts so that way you have recipes for your blocks and you can start anytime. Enjoy it, have fun, and you can use any fabrics you would like. We are getting a little bit more of our Super Bloom collection and we cutting every day more pre-cuts and nice bundles to put it on our website, and I will have a kit for everyone that wanted to do the quilt exactly as I did later on with Super Bloom collection. So make sure you sign up for our newsletter so that way you can be a part of our little quilting community from Laundry Basket Quilts, and you be updated on all the new things that we're releasing on our website at laundrybasketquilts.com. So if you're getting Fat 8 bundle for your quilt, remember, it's not going to be enough. You're going to have to add it from your stash. But it's a good startup to see the colors and see where we're going with this quilt. Now, back to what we were doing, our block number 14. We're going to need for cutting, and just remember, all the measurements for all the cutting are on our website. But I'm going to review them right now with you really quickly. We're gonna need light square 3.5 by 3.5, a large one, a small blue square, dark blue 2 by 2, 4 half square triangles, and there are 2 3/8, 3 large half square triangles, and there are 3 7/8, small light triangle, and I'm using different light than I have it here, so I cut that one from a different fabric, and that one is 2 3/8, blue triangle 2 3/8, and a light large triangle 3 7/8. If you forgot what I just told you, just visit our blog and all the measurements are right there. Just like last time, we're gonna focus on just one little section at a time. Many times girls come to me and say, can I do this quilt? There's so many pieces in it. If you just think about one little section, one block, one row, one area, in no time you have a beautiful, very intense, a lot of pieces quilt, and you had just as much fun as you will be making as simple quilts, and it would be just such a fantastic achievement for you to do that. So don't shy away from those quilts that have a little bit more pieces. The journey is just as amazing as a simple quilt that you can just put it together. So join me and let's do this block. We're gonna start by making this unit right here. We're gonna take a square and we're gonna place a light small triangle right over, just like this. Match this side, bunny ears sticking up here. You're gonna sew it with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, flip it open. Then you're gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this side. Sew it, flip it open, and I have one already prepared for you. Look at this and notice it. I'm gonna flip it to the back. My first seam allowance I pushed towards the triangle. My second seam allowance I push towards the square. If you like to open your seam allowance or push both of them to the outside, that's fine. I'm just sharing with you what I did and it worked for me. So right there I made my half square triangle unit, from the square and 2 small triangles. And now I'm gonna go ahead and place this triangle right over this half square triangle. I'm gonna take a lovely pin. Oh, let's match this up really nice. I'm gonna pin it right there in the center, and I'm gonna start sewing from the top straight down, and in no time I'm going to have a beautiful unit like this. As soon as I finish sewing, I push my seam allowance towards the blue. Make sure you do take your scissors and clip those little bunny ears just like that, so you have a nice clean block in the back, nice clean unit. So this is our first unit. You will take your small little ruler, I have it right here, and you're gonna go ahead and trim it to 3.5 by 3.5. Now this square is gonna go with this, and we're gonna move down to this row. From this row, we're gonna start up by taking those 2 triangles, put them right sides together, sew it, flip it open, press it, square it, trim it. You know all the steps. It's like dancing. It's once you learn, you keep on doing, and now you're gonna go ahead and have a beautiful, beautiful block. So this one is goes right there. Let's move to this little corner unit. We're gonna start by taking 2 half square triangle, 1 blue and 1 light, placing them right sides together. Oh, that's so wonderful. So. Then we're gonna go ahead, open it up, and I have one done. Open it up. We're gonna push the seam allowance towards the dark, and we're gonna go ahead and sew this half square triangle to it. I match that corner really nice right here, right there, little bit overlap. Start sewing, flip it open, sew the other side, and now you have a beautiful half square triangle unit with 2 side triangles just like this. I'm gonna take a half square triangle, place it right over, pin it, sew it, trim it, clip it, flip it, and yes, I know, it's just so exciting. It's going to be wonderful. So finish it up, clip those bunny ears, flip it open, and now square your block to 3.5 by 3.5, and you have a perfect unit for a corner of your block. Now we need our pieces. We're gonna sew them into rows. This is row number 1, row number 2, by just taking this, placing right over, sew it, taking this one, place it right over, sew it. Once you sew, you flip it open, push the seam allowance towards the square, towards the triangle here, put it together, pin it in a center, and I have it already finished for you. Look how beautiful. So right there I pinned it, everything matches really nice. I'm gonna take my ruler and I'm gonna place it right over, trim it beautifully to 6.5 by 6.5, and as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna repeat it 3 more times because we need 4 blocks like this, 4 of them. Oh, I am so excited for you. Look at this beautiful block. Make sure you visit our website, go to our blog, and see where do you need to position this block into the quilt. I think there is a second one that maybe a twin with this one. So go ahead, place it into your quilt, and oh, we don't have much left. We're moving along so beautifully. Soon we're gonna finish our quilt, and I can't wait to share with you how beautiful everything looks together. Once we finish our last block, we're gonna learn how to put our blocks together into a beautiful, beautiful quilt, add a border, a little bit of quilting, and a binding, and I can't wait to see your progress. Happy quilting, and I look forward to talk to you tomorrow and visit with you and show you block 15, our last block in our mystery quilt. Happy quilting!